20,000 miles, holy crap, there we go. We achieved it, 20,000 miles on my Maserati Ghibli S. This is incredible. All right, let's go and do the review. If you do have them, I'll take them off. Night and day. Attention to detail. Other two wheels will be here actually tomorrow. Water sitting there, there's nothing under there. The crack goes from here to here. I think I said all four rotors were being done. It's only the front two. Finally getting this little situation fixed. The missing center cap. They parked right up front here. So there's condensation, but if I go over here, hold it down, windows go down. No! This is the car, guys. This is the new Maserati Ghibli S. What's good, guys? It's Ron's Rides, and I'm here with my 2016 Maserati Ghibli S that just hit 20,000 miles. I've had this car for 2 years and 3 months now. Got it in January of 2016, and it is now April of 2018. I think it's what, April 17th, 18th by the time this goes out, and here it is, 20,000 miles. So I'm actually at the Speedway, the International Speedway in Daytona Beach, because this is where I started this channel at a year ago. So it's just kind of like coming full circle, you know, 20,000 miles now. I did start my first mileage on my old channel and then continued on halfway through a year ago through this channel. So now this is what you're seeing, 20,000 miles, 2 years later, here we are. So first thing, I want to thank you guys for just having me here and watching my videos and supporting the channel as you always do. My social media, you know, my Facebook page and Snapchats and all that. Thank you guys, because here we are 2 years later, or shall I say a year later for this channel, and 20,000 miles later. It's a big milestone for me. Like I said, I don't normally keep cars this long, so to keep this one this long is really cool for me because it's just something new. I'm aging with the car, I'm learning with the car, and I'm loving the car, and now here we are. I kind of want to just go over some things that you might have questions for, as far as the things I've paid for, how long the ownership, you know, for the ownership duration, how much it's cost me, just different things I've done. So for some of those that are old to the channel that have been here, I may be repeating some things, but for those who are new, who are just looking up ownerships, experiences for Maserati Ghiblis, this is going to be a video that you might want to watch and just listen to. Not going to be entertaining, it's going to be informative. So let's get to it. Okay, so as I said, you're looking at a 2016 Maserati Ghibli S. You will see the S on the back. 404 horsepower, rear-wheel drive model with this one. For 2018, they did boost it up to 424 horsepower for the S and SQ4 models. Now, you're wondering, 2016, I have an S here. They didn't offer the S's on the 2016 models because the S was a new model for 2016 and they just had the Q4. They only had Q4 badges. They didn't have S model badges until 2017. So I ended up getting the new S model badge added onto my car because it is an S model, and it was driving me insane. So that is the S badge, is why you see it there on this car. Mods that I've done to this car, not much at all. But so you're looking at wrapped mirrors in gloss black, wrapped roof in gloss black, okay? The front lip is also wrapped in gloss black, kind of makes you look like the old QP kind of, you know, feel to it. And then you have the wheels, 20-inch Urano wheels that I bought that were already done and powder coated gloss black. So those are the only mods that I've done to this car. The exterior styling, just because I don't really like to mess with engine stuff. You know, they made it how they made it for a reason. If I can find something safe that won't void warranties, same thing with suspension, then maybe that'll be something that I do down the line. But I don't like to mess anything up that Maserati has already put a lot of R&D into and has perfected in their own way. I have forever struggled with something to do with the rear because I would like to add something different to the rear. I thought about doing the gloss black diffuser here, but I did not. And I mean, I would have to do the side skirts too, and I don't know if that will look that good. Spoilers, I never really found a spoiler I liked until Maserati for 2018 came out with the Grand Sport spoiler, but it's in carbon fiber. So then there's my dilemma. I don't have any carbon fiber on the car itself. So if I had one thing that was carbon fiber, I feel like I'd have to add something else. And then a fix for that would be, okay, we'll wrap the spoiler. Well, then you don't want to cover gold with silver. You know what I mean? Say if I were to cover this chrome up with gloss black and did a chrome delete, it's like I'm covering a great material. You know, I don't want to devalue the car that way, so I wouldn't want to get carbon fiber just to wrap it up. You know, it's one of those moral things for me. I don't know. Stepping inside of my Ghibli S, I do have the Ermenegildo Zinnia package, which includes the silk with the leather, black piano wood, silk inserts in the seats, the doors, and the headliner, Alcantara pillars, Alcantara pillars, and you do have the sunroof here as well, paddle shifters, sport pedals, and also I have my custom floor mats from Spartan Auto. I did a video on these. I do have in every single one of my videos in the description a coupon code to get 5% off. Some of you guys have used them, so thanks. But you can get these mats done for your car. They're custom order, you know, made to order, and they do them for the Ghibli. You can do them in the front and in the back. As you can see, I have it going across the back there as well. I'm all in the shadow, but you guys can see I keep these floor mats in because of the fact that you see how dirty my floor is there. So in order to keep everything clean, you got this that covers most of the real estate. Only thing I said I didn't like was it covers my dead pedal because it looks really nice there. But other than that, it keeps it clean. It's really cool. So if you guys want to check those out, definitely go to the description, and under there I have the coupon code and a link to the website so you can order them yourself. With my Ghibli S, you guys are probably wondering, how does the material hold up? I am at 20,000 miles, and we'll step in here and kind of show you that everything's holding up pretty good. And I'll get out really quick so you show you the driver's seat, because obviously that's the most important, because that has the most wear and tear. Well, the steering wheel, the leather has been holding up very well throughout the 2 years of use. You know, not a lot of fade in the leather. If you are to have Alcantara on your steering wheel, that probably takes some damage just with greasy, oily hands pulling at it. You've seen those before. It just doesn't turn out too well. The silk is one big thing with the piano wood. You would think the silk would stain. Doesn't really stain. I mean, I do take care of my cars, but it's held up very well for 2 years. I know a lot of people are wondering how that silk material would hold up, and it's doing pretty good. I'll take it to the front seat here so you kind of see for yourself. Okay, the door here, see for yourself. Also, I'll get out so you can see the driver's seat and see that the seat that gets the most use, and how convenient is that shadow? Okay, there we go. The seat that gets the most use, it still holds up really good. The thread is still there. It's not peeling or anything like that. It's in there good. I mean, the only thing that's really aging is the actual leather. You can see that the leather gets these crackles on the side and stuff. It's where, you know, as well there for the wear and tear. But other than that, the silk holds up better than the leather. And that was one of the big things that people wanted to know is, how well does that hold up? And there you go. So we're just going to back really quick to show you. Same thing in the back. I'm gonna kind of try to get out of the shadow, but everything is good back here. The silk holds up well. Still looks phenomenal. The red leather still looks phenomenal. The white on the stitching is not dirty and dingy. Like I said, I do take care of the car. And the floor is properly covered because of the floor mat. So, I mean, I'm very happy with this interior. Now, another thing you might want to check is the black piano wood. This is my biggest regret. Not getting it, but not protecting it is my biggest regret, because you'll see that I have, and you might not be able to pick it up on camera, but there's scratches all over this thing. You see like a big one there. There's just scratches because, you know, you get in and you move stuff around and you're moving your keys or something around, you kind of see it there. Scratches all over the place. There is a fix for that. The fix would be to wrap it gloss black. You're not getting the true piano wood look. It will look mainly the same, but it will be pretty much wrapped over the piano wood. But if you do get this kind of trim, in order to protect yourself right away, you need to get a clear bra over it. Just how you would clear bra the outside of a car, you need to clear bra or clear wrap that black piano wood. So any kind of scratches that would be scratches will scratch the bra or the wrap, the clear wrap, not the actual material of the black piano wood. So if the wrap gets too scratched, you can just peel the wrap off and then put another wrap on and it will still look just as new. Whether to here, I have to actually cover it with gloss black and it's not showing the true piano wood. So that is one of my biggest regrets with this car. Look at that beautiful Bianco Alpi paint. Like, seriously, that just looks so good. If you have the chance to option your car with special paint, I'm telling you, the Italians do paint so well. Just look at this light and how aggressive these lines look with this pearl. It just, there's like no other. And again, I'm saying from experience, because I had my first Ghibli at 15, just had the flat white paint, and it does not do the car justice. Just look at how good that looks. I am obsessed. I've always been obsessed. If you guys watch my Snapchats or on my Instagram, you'll know how obsessed I am with this paint in this car. It's phenomenal. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty and the stuff you guys probably really want to hear about, the ownership of the car. I can't tell you fuel costs, honestly, because one, I drove this thing less than 1,000 miles a month, as you can see, because I'm just now hitting 20,000 miles. So I drove less than 1,000 miles a month. I drive aggressively. I don't drive fast, but what I do is I get to my speed limit quickly. So I'm aggressive from start to my speed limit. So that doesn't really count. What that does is it messes up the tires overall. You really wear on the tires, you know, a lot quicker than you would normal driving. So I can't give you good fuel consumption on how I did with fuel. You'll see the stickers and you'll see what the fuel consumption is when you go look at these cars. But you know, obviously it's a little different for me. For maintenance, if you guys haven't watched my maintenance videos, here's a quick one for you. $350 for the first service, 12,500 miles or 365 days, whatever comes first. $350 for the second service, same thing. It's the next 12,500 miles or 2 years, whichever comes first. So what I did is, obviously, I did the 2 years because I didn't get to 24,000 miles, obviously. So it was $350 as well, because those are both of the same services, both oil changes, filters, stuff like that. You do the same exact thing, it's $350, okay? So over the past 2 years, between annual services, I've spent $700, or I would have spent $700, but now since I work at the dealership, I got a discount on my second service, so I didn't pay the full price. And you guys will have seen that in the video. If not, check the playlist. As far as these lovely wheels go, you would know from my first channel, if you subscribe there, that I had problems with warping rotors. Maserati has replaced these front rotors twice. So these rotors are not something that I have paid for to replace. Now, I might have been a special case to where I had problems, but if you were to go to replace the rotors, I believe it's about $300 per set, and that is a guesstimation, a little bit over $300 per set. So that is a guesstimation. Again, these are 6-piston Brembo rotors. These are some of the best brakes in the world. You guys know Brembo is on every top-notch exotic brand. That's not no difference here. It's still the same here. So you shouldn't have to replace your rotors until around this time. I just had problems with warping. Maserati covered it under warranty, so here we are. But the tires, well, I'm gonna need new back tires probably in about 1,000 miles. These are getting pretty low on tread, and these are Pirelli P0 summer tires, so these don't last as long as all-season tires. If you do want your tires to last longer, get all seasons. Those are gonna help you out a little bit more. You know, I'm in an area where I don't get much snow. The summer tires work a lot better for me. They're a lot stickier. When I go to do burnouts, when I'm gonna change these tires, they won't work as well for me because they're gonna stick instead of spin. But that's a different story. That's a different story. But you guys remember the video that I did change my tires, I did spend $1,600. Now that was after about 12,000 miles, maybe a little less or maybe a little bit more, give or take. I did replace all 4 tires, okay, to the Pirelli P0 summer tires. Okay, I got them mounted, balanced, rotated, all that good stuff. And through the dealership, it cost me $1,600 for parts and labor. So that is another thing that you need to take into your consideration. What kind of tires you're gonna get? Okay, you don't have to get Pirellis. You don't have to get summer tires that are more expensive than all seasons, okay? And you don't have to get that stuff done at your dealership. So it really is up to you on what you'll be spending here. And that's the route I went, and it was $1,600. So I'll be doing the rear tires again pretty soon, but obviously it won't be $1,600 just for the two. Okay, will probably be half that cost, given that I'm only gonna be doing the rears. So with that, you're looking at $700 for the two services, the two annual services, and $1,600 for the tires, okay, or the wheels, shall I say. That's something that you also need to take in consideration over the next 2 years of ownership of your Maserati Ghibli. Now you are probably wondering, after 2 years, over 2 years, how's the car performing? Well, let's start it up, shall we? And you'll see that there are no lights on the Speedo here besides my seatbelt light, obviously, but I'll put that on just to make it look good, and we'll take away all the lights. So I'm very happy about this because a lot of people say that Maserati has a lot of problems and they're always in the shops, always broken down, etc., etc. This is where I'm at. I think I had one issue with this car. Over the 2015 had a lot of issues, and that was just because they were developing, and you know, it wasn't as much of a complete car as it was for 2016 and as it is now for 2018. But I think the only thing I had was some sort of wheel sensor issue or something like that. It was just when it went in there in the shop for like an hour, they fixed it. I don't even know what it was. I didn't even care. It was done with. That's the only problem I've really had with this car. I don't, you know, I want to knock on wood. If I can knock on the piano wood, I don't know if that works, but it's just one of those things to where this car has treated me well, a lot better than my 2015 did, and a lot better than I know a lot of 2014s did, because they were fresh off the boat and they were a new redesigned model, because you know the Ghibli came out in the 60s, but it was a new Ghibli for the redesign. And you know, it's one of those things to where they got to get things right and refine it over time. And until 2016, we started to look a little bit better. 2017, we started looking a little bit better. 2018, you know, they just redid everything, and you know, I mean, it doesn't even have hydraulic steering anymore. It has electric steering for 2018. But this is the thing, is this car has treated me very well for the past 2 years. So I don't want you guys to sway away from getting this model or up, because I can vouch for this model. The reason why I made a video about the 14s is because I've seen a lot of 14s come in, and I've seen a lot of people complain about 14s on the forums, and etc., etc. 15s were a little bit better, but I still had a lot of issues when I first got my 15, and I got it brand new. I got this one brand new. I think it had 35 miles, which are delivery miles on it, and here we are, still doing good. If you take care of your car, hopefully it will take care of you. That's the motto, and that is common sense with a lot of things. So hopefully you agree with that, because I'm living existence that, or living proof, shall I say, that this is an actual thing. This car is performing well, it still sounds well, it still moves well, and I'm completely happy with it. I mean, there's not much to say about it. Oh, and don't think that I was gonna finish this video without making some noise. Come on now, you guys know me. Alright guys, and that's it for my 2-year ownership video. It was more of an informative video and me explaining my experience over the past 2 years. Obviously, I'm going to say good things about the car because I've enjoyed the car. You know, if not, then I probably wouldn't say good things about it. But it may sound biased. I've had a great time with this car. It hasn't really given me any issues. The small issues that I have had, I've put on video for you guys right away. You know, I wanted to let you know the cost of ownership. I couldn't do anything about gas, but my maintenance cost and my upkeep cost. Other than that, I wanted to do the wear and tear or how things held up. And you know, I guess just any other questions you guys might have, I need you to leave in the comments below, because I probably didn't cover every single thing about this car. I just kind of wanted to go over these things and do an overview at hitting these milestones for me. And you know, it's gonna be one of those things to where no, I didn't drive it, obviously, but I did make a little noise for you. But you guys have seen me driving in plenty of other videos. If you haven't, definitely check those videos out, because yeah, they're fun. You know, we drive these cars. When we do drive them, we have fun with them. And you've seen us racing bikes before, just tearing up down Daytona Beach. I did burnout videos. I mean, I treat this car how I'm supposed to treat it, really, as a daily driver, as something fun to just kind of experience and get groceries with. And you know, I don't drive it a lot, but like I said, when I drive it, I have fun. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, you're probably gonna have questions, or you're probably gonna have comments. Definitely leave them below. I want to talk to you guys about this, because you know, I definitely want you guys to know what it's like in the inside of owning these cars for a couple of years. And I definitely want you guys to subscribe, because there's more Maserati Alfa Romeo content coming up. If you don't follow me on my social media, you need to do that, because I'm always posting pictures and snaps and content on these cars, on life, and just trying to talk to you guys as much as possible when I can. Very busy between YouTube, working at Maserati and Alfa Romeo dealership, and doing my web design job. So I try to do this as much as possible, but I thank you guys for tuning in and sticking around this past year on this channel and the past year on the other channel. And if you stuck around for 2 years, definitely shout out to you, because I appreciate that. Hopefully, here's to another 20,000 miles. We'll see what happens. You never know with me. So with that said, you guys give the video a like, get it up in the rankings, let other owners see this, and if they want to put their input on their ownership of their cars. Let new people see this if they want to see what it's like to own the Ghibli, or what it's been like for the past 2 years, so they can get one themselves. And just anybody else, we definitely want to get it up in the rankings. I'll see you guys in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys in the next one. Be blessed. Peace.